Have you ever wondered how websites like YouTube or Netflix handle millions of users at the same time without crashing? The secret isn't just a bigger server. It's a clever piece of architecture called a reverse proxy. To understand it, we first need to look at a regular proxy. Usually, when you use a proxy, you are hiding yourself from the internet. The proxy sits in front of you, the client. But a reverse proxy flips the script. It sits in front of the web server instead. From your perspective, you're just talking to the website. You have no idea that there's a middleman handling your request, checking your credentials, and deciding which backend server should actually do the work. This simple change in placement is what keeps the modern internet running smoothly every single day.
To understand why Nginx specifically exists, we have to go back to the year 1999 and the C10K problem. At the time, web servers like Apache were designed to create a new process or thread for every single connection. This worked fine when the internet was small, but as traffic exploded, servers started running out of memory. Imagine a waiter in a restaurant who can only serve one person at a time and stays at that table until the customer finishes their entire meal. If 10,000 customers walk in, you need 10,000 waiters. That is simply not scalable. The server would spend more time switching between waiters than actually serving food. This is exactly what was happening to the early web. We needed a new way to handle thousands of connections simultaneously without eating up all the system resources.
In 2004, Igor Sysoyev released Nginx to solve this specific problem. Unlike the one waiter per table model, Nginx uses an asynchronous, event-driven architecture. Think of it like a high-speed barista. Instead of waiting at one table, the barista takes an order, hands it to the kitchen, and immediately moves to the next customer. When the coffee is ready, the barista is notified by an event and serves the drink. This allows a single Nginx worker to handle thousands of concurrent connections using very little RAM. Because it's so efficient at managing these connections, Nginx is perfect for sitting at the edge of your network as a reverse proxy. It handles the heavy lifting of managing internet traffic, leaving your backend servers free to focus on processing data.
One of the most powerful features of a reverse proxy like Nginx is load balancing. Imagine you have a viral app. A single server might catch fire if everyone hits it at once. With Nginx, you can have 5 or 10 servers running in the background. Nginx receives the request and decides which server is the least busy. It can use methods like round robin, where it just goes down the list, or least connections, where it sends traffic to the server with the lightest load. If one of your backend servers crashes, Nginx simply stops sending traffic to it until it's back online. This provides high availability, meaning your website stays up even if part of your infrastructure fails. It's the ultimate insurance policy for your uptime.
Security is another massive reason to use Nginx. By putting a reverse proxy in front, you are essentially building a fortress wall. Your backend servers, which contain your sensitive data and code, don't need to be exposed to the public internet at all. They can live in a private network, and only Nginx knows how to talk to them. This makes it much harder for hackers to target your servers directly. Nginx also handles SSL termination. This means the heavy mathematical work of encrypting and decrypting HTTPS traffic happens at the proxy level. Your backend servers don't have to waste CPU cycles on encryption. They just receive plain HTTP from the proxy over a secure internal network. It's faster, safer, and much easier to manage your certificates in one place.
Finally, let's talk about caching. Modern websites are full of static files like images, CSS, and JavaScript that don't change very often. If every user asks your backend server for the same logo image, it's a waste of resources. Nginx can store a copy of these files in its own cache. When a user requests the logo, Nginx just hands it over immediately without even talking to the backend. This significantly reduces the latency for your users and lowers the load on your database. Between load balancing, security, and caching, Nginx acts as the Swiss Army knife of web infrastructure. Whether you're running a small blog or a massive global platform, Nginx is likely there, quietly making sure every request gets exactly where it needs to go.